Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, if this is your first time here, my name is Ziya. Welcome. If you like the vibe, feel free to subscribe. Give this video a like, a comment if you feel called to do so. If not, that's okay. We appreciate you being here anyways. So, I am going to adjust the setup here in a minute, but I did it like this so that way you could have a clear angle of the cards. So we got 3 different decks in front of you. We are going to use pretty much all of these decks in every reading, but I just figured I'd set it out like this so that way you guys could pick your deck. We got this beautiful Celestite for group 1. We got this beautiful clear quartz for group 2, and for group 3 we got this rainbow titanium. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Okay, so if you need more time, feel free to pause the video, meditate on the energy. We're going to leave the messages pretty open today. Let spirit come through and let you know what they want you to know right now, okay? I usually don't do very many layouts, right? Because, I don't know, I'm a free spirit. I like to just leave it open. I like to leave it open for spirit to come through and channel these messages for you. Oh my goodness. Messages. Okay, so if you made your decision, we're going to jump in with group 1. If you did not, you can go ahead and rewind, pause the video, meditate on the energy. If you feel drawn to multiple decks, there could be multiple messages for you, okay? Without further ado, I just want to show you guys my cute little energy transmuter is what I like to call it. The lady that I got it from, she called it palm reading thing. But I like to use it as an energy transmuter. We got clear quartz on the top with the jade right here with the little angel. You feel me? How could you not use this as an energy transmuter? Am I right? Transmute it into love. We like that. We like that a lot. So we're going to keep this guy right here, help transmute the energy, make sure all the energies that come through today are from the highest, most purest form of love. Okay. Hello, group 1. How are you? How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling good today. I haven't used this deck in so long, and it's been calling my name, so I'm already knowing we're going to get messages. Usually if a deck is like calling to me, it's because it's got messages. So, it wants to be used. I got a lot of decks, but you know, you can never have enough. I feel like I just need every fucking deck in the entire world. You know why I'm telling you this. Maybe you guys are tarot readers yourself. Don't have to be for this to resonate with you, though. Alrighty, alrighty. So let's get in it. What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Spirit wants me to use this deck first. I used to never use this deck, except maybe like once or twice. I think I used it since I got it. And now that I've been doing readings on here, it's like one of my favorite decks to use to get like the surrounding energies or messages. Like starting messages. This is the Prism Oracle. Okay, so let's see. What is the surrounding energies of this message that you'd like to bring to the collective spirit? Determination. Y'all are reaching new horizons, okay? Look at this. All because you stayed set on reaching the top of this mountain. You're going to see a whole new horizon. You're going to see the sunrise and the sunset in a whole new way. It's like your perception is shifting because you stay driven and determined. We got isolation in reverse. So some of you guys could have been in like that hermit energy for quite a while, and now you guys are finally stepping out, allowing yourself to be seen. You got anxiety on the bottom. There could definitely be some anxiety here around maybe stepping out, putting yourself back out there, right? What if I'm not accepted? What if I'm not received? You'll be received in the way that you perceive yourself, okay? Everything is a reflection of how we feel on the inside. So if we feel any type of way about ourselves on the inside, it will be reflected back to us through other people, the way that they treat us, things like this, right? If we encounter a lot of really rude and angry people, we got to think to ourselves, who are we like that towards within? Are we like that towards ourselves? Are we like this towards a specific person that hurt us in the past, right? There's a lot of things to take into accountability. Don't just look at it at the surface level. It's always deeper. There's a deeper meaning, a lesson, something for you to look into, to understand a little bit more. If you're feeling the anxiety, dive deep into the anxiety. See, why do you feel the anxiety, right? What's going on? What's causing you to feel anxious? Is it the fact that you've been isolated for so long, you don't know how to communicate with other people anymore? Because trust me, I've been there. I feel like I'm just now starting to get out of that energy where I know how to socialize again. Because I had isolated myself for so long, trying to focus on my healing and everything like that. So I had to make sure that this plant wasn't getting too hot right here. All right, so let's see here. Maybe some of y'all are really starting to feel the pressure to really get back out there. Spirit's really pushing you out of your comfort zone. Like, come on. Almost like a mother bird pushing the baby bird out of the nest, right? You got to do it to learn to fly. You're meant to fly through new skies. I don't know. Like, see, like breathe new air, see new things. Have your senses opened up in a new way. All right, so let's get some messages for pile 1, please, and thank you, Spirit. Messages for pile 1. Every time I see a mountain, I've heard that Miley Cyrus song recently. There's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. I ain't say I was no singer, so don't come for me. I'm going to sing anyways. I'm going to sing anyways, okay? If there's anything about me, I'm going to sing. All right? But, yeah, she's been coming out every fucking time. See, y'all been in the process of weaving something together. Maybe you're nervous about putting a project out there. Some of y'all, it could definitely have to do with, like, your work or your hobby. Something that you've been working on. And let me tell you something. You've mastered this. It is perfection, okay? You're never going to get recognized if you do not put yourself out there. What do we got? 3 of Swords. Some of y'all could have been healing, and that's why you've been isolating yourself. Almost like choosing to stay alone while you focus on getting back in tune with your heart, right? Opening your heart back up. Maybe there's a little bit of fear about opening your heart up or putting your heart back out there, being vulnerable, right? Whether it's with work or socializing, maybe even being back in a romantic or intimate scene with somebody, right? This is a sad 3 of Swords. I don't know why. It's just making me... I mean, obviously all the 3 of Swords are sad. Like, this is like some major pain, betrayal, somebody could have rejected you or really just stomped on your heart, right? Ripped it out and stomped on it. You handled it so gracefully. I just want to say that. You handled it so gracefully. You really did. Every time I see swans, I just think of like very elegant, graceful, but very also protective and can be aggressive type of creatures. Like, they're just very majestic to me. You are very majestic. People might try to hurt you because they're intimidated by your confidence, your drive, the way that when you have your mind set on something, how you just go after it, right? Some people could be intimidated by that, especially people that's not tapped into that type of energy, you know what I mean? I'm hearing that, I've got the magic in me. Okay, y'all are magical, literally. So we got the Four of Swords in reverse. This could be you needing to take some time to really clear your mind, especially if you got a lot of that anxiety going on, to really find some sort of peace within your mind. Now I'm hearing, good day in my mind, need to take a step out. Tell my eyes like you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? Maybe that betrayal or that heartache, that pain is just replaying over and over in your head. You're afraid to or not even let somebody, but to be vulnerable with somebody and they could possibly do the same thing to you. But you know what? That's the beautiful part of life. And some of you guys might want to beg to differ, but we grow through so much through pain, right? We learn ourselves, we learn how to cope, we understand our power when we go through situations like heartache and betrayal, and people just really I want to say abuse your trust or your vulnerability. I don't know what I was going to say with the miss part, but maybe you feel misunderstood a lot of times, and maybe you just feel isolated because you feel like nobody understands you or is on the same frequency as you, right? The same vibration. People don't understand you as an individual. So it's like you could be around people, right? And people might feel really connected to you, but you're just not feeling that connection. I'm the same way. And it's because you're a very deep being, right? I just seen 1222, which means trust. Put your faith and your trust in a higher power. Let them guide you, and you're never alone on your journey, right? Actually, that's my birthday. I'm going to go get that tatted behind my ear soon. I'm going to get Ziya 1222 tatted. So on the right side, it's going to say Ziya. On the left side, it's going to say 1222. Because Ziya actually means light in Turkish. So I don't know why I just told you that. But yeah, 1222 is a beautiful number and a synchronicity, a sign from spirit to let you know that you're not alone on your journey, and to put your faith and your trust into spirit and allow them to guide you and help you heal. We got Temperance on the bottom in reverse, telling you to have a little bit more patience while you go through this process, and do not be afraid to feel your emotions. You got to feel it to heal it, baby. So if you're adamant and serious about healing and alchemizing all of this heaviness that you went through, then you got to be able to sit in your emotions. Sitting in your emotions is a superpower. I was just talking about this with somebody else earlier, because if you take some time to sit and realize, most people will not sit in their emotions, right? They'll try to do and use substances, people, circumstances as a way to escape from being in their own energy, from sitting in their emotions, because it's uncomfortable. But people fail to realize that when you step out of your comfort zone, you do things that are uncomfortable, you grow and reach new heights, access new levels of consciousness, and it builds spiritual, mental, emotional strength and maturity. It allows you to have that emotional intelligence where you can actually understand your emotions and learn how to cope and control your emotions instead of having them control you, right? You bottle it up, you bottle it up, you bottle it up, and then it bursts at the most inconvenient time, and you just look crazy. Let's be real. I've had some outbursts in my life. The last one that I had that was really bad, I mean, we've had more since then, but I physically hurt myself because I kept punching the door over and over and over again until my hand was literally black and blue, swollen. It was broken, and I couldn't make a fist no more. And I was like, yep, that's fucking broken. Gotta go to the hospital. Like, why would I do that to myself? Because I didn't know how to control my emotions and I didn't know how to deal with my emotions. So instead, that shit took control of me and I lashed out, right? I flipped the fuck out. I should have had more control over myself, but I didn't because I didn't know how to deal with my shit. I haven't had an outburst like that since, but I mean, I'm human too, and I transmute through pain and through feeling my emotions and sitting in them as well. So, you know, there'll be times where I'll scream, cry. Actually, like a few weeks ago, I fucking had a meltdown at my job, and I went outside and I just screamed so loud. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I screamed so loud that I felt it in my feet. I felt the scream come up through my feet and be released through my throat. It hurt my entire throat, my jaw. It hurt my insides of my stomach. I'm telling you, I felt like I released trauma that day when I did that. Like, it was like, I wasn't even angry no more. There was no anger left in me after I screamed like that. It was fucking crazy. I've never screamed that loud before, but that shit worked. It worked. You gotta feel it to heal it. That's the moral of this whole story. Why I keep going into these spiels about myself. It's not because I want to talk about myself. It's because I'm here to tell you that you really do gotta feel it. I'm telling you, the power behind sitting in that shit is going to be more healing and helpful than not dealing with it and allowing it to turn into like a self-destruction, self-sabotage type of scene, right? Can I get a clarifier for the Three of Swords, please? We got the Six of Wands in reverse with the Knight. This is a different Knight of Swords. With the Knight of Swords. I don't want to show her too close on the camera because she's kind of naked. But this could definitely be you needing to take some action and putting yourself out there to receive the recognition that you deserve, right? There's a lot of self-recognition that you have for yourself. I feel like a lot of the accomplishments that you have are more internal accomplishments as far as like how far you've came on your journey, right? All the obstacles that you've overcome. Now there's just a need to like take action and speaking your truth and putting yourself out there again and not giving a fuck about what anybody's got to say or how they're gonna feel about it, right? Sometimes you just gotta not give a fuck. If you really believe in your word, if you really believe in your work, in the cause that you stand for, or whatever it is that you're putting yourself out there for, if you believe in that shit, no matter who likes it, who don't, what anybody says, you keep going. I just actually posted this thing about perseverance. You'll keep going because it's something that you truly believe in. So when you do things like this, make sure you're doing it from a heart-centered space. You're not doing it out of ego or because you feel like you have to, right? When the time feels right, you take action. Can I get a clarifier for the Eight of Pentacles? We got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be you maybe needing to prioritize. I'm hearing like time management, right? Maybe you guys need to have a little bit more of a balance with the way that you spend your time, invest your time. I want to get one more, please, Spirit. You guys could also have like multiple things that you're working on right now that need like to be managed a little better. We got the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Judgment card also in reverse. So this is telling me right here that some of y'all might be feeling a little tired, but there is a need to persevere right now. This is not a time for you to stop or let up, right? It's a time for you to keep going, keep persevering. If you haven't seen the message that I posted, it's literally like 2 minutes and 50 seconds or something like that. It's on my page. I just posted it because actually somebody on here was talking about perseverance. I was like, hey, I just made a video about this. So I felt like I should post my video as well just to get the message out there. You know, we all got different platforms and people that we're going to reach. And I feel like that is an important message right now, is perseverance. Perseverance is important, especially if there's something that you want to achieve in this life. You gotta have the will and the strength to keep going, even when you don't see the results. Because things are going to happen energetically before they happen physically. And a lot of times, you might not see instant results because it's almost like the universe asking you, is this what you really want, right? They're gonna, I don't want to, kind of like test you, right? Because if it's something that you're serious about, then you're going to keep going. You're going to keep putting the energy in. If you're not serious about it, you're going to give up as soon as the first obstacle presents itself, right? You're going to throw the towel in. You're going to be like, I'm done. I don't want to do this no more. But I feel like whatever you guys are being called to do, this is part of your purpose. This is spirit, like, giving you, like, a wake-up call. You guys are feeling this call to do something. It's like a higher calling, a higher purpose than just you, right? This is like something to do with a community of people or animals, the earth. Like, you guys could be like some sort of activist or healer, something along these lines. Aww. I just realized there's new growth happening right here. We had to like remove the little guy and replant him over here, and there's growth happening out of this thing that I thought was dead. See? Just when you think it's some died, like if you keep nourishing and taking care of it, there will be new growth. Okay? Sometimes you gotta go about it a different way. You gotta try a different route, right? But you don't give up. You don't give up. You don't keep trying to beat down the same path or the same door if it's just you hit a roadblock or the door shuts in front of you, right? You try a new door. You try a new path. You pave a new path if you have to, right? Don't give up, though. You don't give up because you will have growth. You might not see it right away, but there will be growth. And I need to go through and weed out my plants here in a little bit. Okay, can I get the 4 of Swords? That could also be a message. Maybe you gotta weed some shit out real quick. Release some things, work through some things, right? Get your hands a little dirty real quick, put the work in, and your future self is gonna thank you later. So for the 4 of Swords, we got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Some of y'all could definitely be being a little stubborn right now, right? Because maybe this has been real slow moving. You're like, man, I'm ready for a little bit more to pick up. Maybe you're a little anxious because you're not seeing much progress, right? With the 6 of Wands being in reverse as well. Maybe you're not seeing like your work paying off as much. But like I said, I feel like this is more internally right now. You gotta like get your internal right to have it reflect into your external, right? So maybe you guys could be releasing some things from the past. But this also, the Knight of Pentacles talks about like determination and discipline. So maybe you guys need to have a little bit more discipline, a little bit more patience with yourself, not be so stubborn or give up so easily on yourself. I feel like you don't do that with other people, right? You keep investing and holding hope for people and trying to uplift people. I feel like that's the same energy you need to have for yourself right now, right? Can I get one more, please? What is this card? What is this one? I cannot remember. XXI. I don't know. I cannot remember what this one is. I feel like this is the World for some reason. I'm picking up like the World card. If I remember, I'm gonna go look, right? But because I can't look on this phone right now because I'm recording on it. We're just gonna use this the imagery right here, and I can't quite show it to you because most of these pictures, they're naked. So with them being like naked in almost all of these cards, right? Because they're not all naked in every single one. They are in a lot, but like she's got clothes on, you know what I mean? Maybe this is asking you, and that's the wheel right there, by the way. So this is like good fortune coming your way. This is your luck about to change, right? When you least expect it, because the wheel can be very unpredictable. So it's like when you least expect it, when you're not really focused on it, that's when it comes in. And you know, that's how manifestation works. It's like if you continue to just be hyper fixed on what it is that you're trying to manifest and this coming in for you, it just doesn't. And then as soon as you let it go and you're focused on something else, it's like boom, it comes in like magic. But I feel like this card right here is really telling you to be focused on yourself. She stands alone, right? Don't be afraid to stand alone and stand out. People are going to look up to you. They're going to learn from you. They're going to love you. They're going to... I feel like that's a little extreme, Spirit. I just heard they're going to worship you. So I don't know what you guys are doing, right? Maybe there are going to be people that almost worship you in a way. Not in like... I don't know. I feel like that word just brings up a lot of misconceptions. I don't want it to seem like you're trying to rule over people. Shit, maybe you are. Maybe you're like a king or a queen. I don't know where you live or how y'all are functioning where you're at, but I feel like you guys are meant to stand out, to be on a platform of some sort. Whether that's like a physical platform, like you go on stage and you speak in front of people, or you paint in front of people, or I don't know. I don't know what you're doing. There could be so many different things considering the fact that this is a collective reading, right? But whatever it is, people are going to look up to you. They're going to learn a lot from you, okay? And we also got the Seven of Swords here on the bottom of the deck. So this could be something that you don't even see coming. Like I said before with that wheel. And this can also be you coming up with like a strategic way to go about this. How you're going to approach this, right? You could be kind of like watching in the distance, kind of trying to get your thoughts together, get everything in order, right? Before you take action. This could also be you needing to walk away from certain people that just are not serving you anymore, right? People that take more from you than they give. Interesting. All right. This isn't working, then why are you here? Can't be with you because you moving too weird, right? What is your motive with me? What is your motive with me? Maybe you need to start asking yourself, like, what people's motives are with you in your life right now. Like, are people with you because they see you as a come up? Are people with you for clout? Especially if you already have a platform, right? And you're starting something new, you're expanding your platform or something. Are people around you for the right intentions? With that Seven of Swords being there, are people with you for the right intentions? Are they with you because of their own selfish desires and, needs? Things like this, right? Because I just keep hearing that one part. Can't be with you because you're moving too weird. What is your motive with me? I just keep hearing that over and over again in my head right now, so... Yeah, it's time to ask what people's motives are. Really don't be afraid to speak your truth and talk to people. Like, they get mad, that tells you right there, boom, they probably ain't have the right intentions. So let's get some final, well, no, these ain't final messages. These are going to just be some extra messages because we got some runes that we're going to pull. And I also got some, I think it's Soul Evolution cards as well. I feel like I should do one more shuffle, so... This is the Osho Zen Tarot, by the way. The deck that I was just using, this deck right here, is called the Dream Enchantress. Yes, Dream Enchantress. So, we got Thunderbolt. This is tower energy right here. I just heard ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Okay, so there's some things that are being exposed to you. And if you look at this is like the whole outline of a person. Some of y'all need to meditate to see what it is that needs to go, right? To get that clarity. Because I feel like this could be something within yourself that needs to, like a mindset or some patterns, some habits. This could be people that you surround yourself with, right? But this could definitely be something that's more detrimental to you, almost like a self-sabotaging or, yeah, especially, or like a limiting belief or something, especially if you let your anxiety get the best of you and you almost get like analysis paralysis where you overthink things and you never take any action, right? That could be something that needs to go. It's blocking your blessings. We got innocence in reverse underneath of that. You guys have a lot of wisdom, but you're also very young souls, right? You're very in tune with your heart chakra. I'm feeling like your heart and your solar, and I feel like your inner child, no matter how old you are, like you have a very playful, light-hearted type of energy to you. Maybe you've been a little bit detached from that. There's like a need to get back in touch and tune with that side of yourself. That's where your creativity is. It lies within your inner child, right? So we got the miser with clinging to the past. These kind of came out over top of each other. So there's definitely some things that you're holding on to that you're not wanting to let go. This could be physical. Physical objects. Maybe you need to do like some spring cleaning, right? But for some of you, this is like things that people told you, like programmings that you're holding on to that are not serving you anymore. I'm feeling like it's just gotta go at this point because it's causing you more pain and stagnancy than it is like pushing you forward. It's keeping you from being able to see your potential and your like accomplish your dreams. You see all the stars around? She can't even see. She got her head in this fucking block. Being stubborn as a horse. I don't want to let it go. It's mine. And it could just be because this is like your comfort zone, right? Like I was saying before, like there's like a need to step out of your comfort zone. Some of you guys could be kind of like hoarding certain things from the past. Like it could even be physical items. Like if you say, for instance, you dated a guy for like 3 years, right? And you still got his t-shirts laying around, like a sweatshirt or something, like there could be a need to like let this go because this is holding their energy in your space and you need to clear your space in order to let new energy in, right? Maybe you don't want to let it go because that means that it's really done. Maybe you just broke up with this person, right? With that Three of Swords, maybe you just walked away from somebody, or this could even be like a friend, right? A friend that you're no longer friends with, but you guys have things of each other that are still laying around your house. And maybe this person really hurt you. Now you got that energy lingering in your house, right? Every time you see it, and it's not even something that you consciously think of. Every time you see it, it's like a subconscious emotion or feeling that comes up. Maybe you see it and then all of a sudden you realize that you're in a bad mood later on, like, and it's like the energy that you picked up from this object. I don't know. I'm picking that up. I'm picking up you guys are holding on to like something, some things that just need to go. There's like a need for like spring cleaning. If you want to bring balance and harmony back into your life, you need to let some of this stuff go. And if it's not physical items, it's like programmings, patterns, habits. Okay? Could be people though. It could literally be people that you do not want to let go because you have a long history with these people. You got chemistry. You guys have a past together, right? Because you guys, yeah, look. If you want harmony, you got to let some people go. I feel like with this Three of Cups being here and this Ten of Cups being in reverse, this is like you needing to let things go to heal, right? Because these came out together. In order to receive a great amount of healing. And maybe there's a need to forgive, right? To forgive. With that Three of Swords, with the Three of Cups being in reverse, you need to forgive some people, not because you condone their behavior, not because you're okay with what they did to you, but because you need to do better for yourself, right? You gotta hold the space and clear the space, okay? For you, not for them, for you, right? You doing this does not mean that these people are able to just come back into your life, or that you just are okay with people treating you like this. This is because you're ready for some new energy to come in. You're ready for your heart to be able to open back up and to just feel connected again, right? Especially if you've been in that isolated, like, feeling like you're just not connecting with people, you're not connecting with your job, your hobbies, your craft, right? If you're not connecting with that, your creativity, your intuition, things like this, your spirituality, your religion, whatever it is that you believe in, right? If you're not connecting with these things, it's because your heart chakra is closed right now. There's a need to, like, forgive in order to allow that energy to clear away from your heart chakra, to allow your heart chakra to open back up, right? Yeah, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. So we got, okay, so we got morality. We got sorrow, which would be the Nine of Swords. And then we got experiencing. Sorry, I was looking at these real quick. Okay, so these cards came out together as well. So I'm keeping them together as, like, their own individual messages. That's how I'm taking this. You guys are definitely experiencing a great amount of pain, anxiety. Some of you guys could be having a hard time sleeping. I'm hearing, like, insomnia. But overall, you're just having a really hard time letting something go. And it's almost like you're stuck in, like, just experiencing this energy over and over again. There's a need to have some sort of clarity to the pattern, the cycle that you've been stuck in order to have a breakthrough. You're on the brink of a breakthrough if you just, like, you're closer than you think you are, right? With that Nine of Swords being here, the next would be Ten of Swords. 10 signify endings. If you reduce that down, that'd be a 1. That's a new beginning. So you got literally 2 more steps. You got the ending and then you got the new beginning, right? You just gotta purge and let some of this go real quick in order to create that clarity, that breakthrough, and allow your energy to open back up so you can experience more beauty back in your life. Look at how happy she is. You know what I mean? Or he. And underneath this robe is, like, all these different colors. Like, this is reminding me of just, like, vibrancy, like, just being able to feel the life around you again, just being full of passion and joy and excitement, seeing things with new eyes, a new perspective, right? Because you can see clearly now, the rain is gone. You need to allow yourself to purge out these last little bit of emotions, no matter how uncomfortable it makes you, so that way you can experience the fullness of life again and just feel whole with yourself and with Source. You've been disconnected for too long. You've been isolated for too long. And it's time to reconnect. The door is opening up. Are you willing to step through the door? Right? I just feel like I just want to draw you a little heart. Just send it your way. Send it your way. Do the little choku-rei symbol. It's the power symbol. It can also be used to cleanse, right? Cleanse that energy out. Just take a couple deep breaths. Allow yourself to just let that energy go, okay? I'll even do it with you. You're holding a lot of tension in your back. I can literally feel it like in your back. A lot of times when we hold on to things, we feel it in our body really heavily because our body naturally stores and holds on to these things. You could be having a lot of issues in your body. Maybe you're having a lot of neck pain. That could be like stress, right? If you're having like lower back pain, this is like guilt, regret, right? If you're having a lot of middle back pain, you could just be holding on to a lot of burdens and energy that's just not yours. Just let it flow. I just feel like I want to move and just be free, okay, with yourself. Allow yourself to just tap into that energy and just allow yourself to be free. Listen to your body right now. Take care of yourself. Make sure you're drinking water, taking showers, taking baths, being outside, getting some fresh air. At the beginning, I was saying something about like flying through new skies and, you know, and when I say new skies, I mean like just being in different atmospheres, right? Like allowing yourself to breathe new air. Don't be so in the house. The house can be stuffy. We need to get outside, get some fresh air, open the windows. If you're in the car, roll your windows down, allow the fresh air to just come in and cleanse your car out, cleanse you, right? It's like a need for some freshness, some newness to come in. We need to just, you don't have to have sage or candles or incense in order to cleanse. You can literally use air, the air element. You can use any elemental to come in. Just ask them to come in. They're here for you. Ask your angels to come in. They're here for you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, the universe, God, whatever it is that you like to call on, that you believe in. Like I said, 1222, put your faith in a higher power, right? Call on your higher power to come in and help you cleanse this energy, to help you surrender, to release, right? What is no longer serving you. I do this all the time. Praying builds spiritual strength. So you putting your faith in a higher power, praying, does something to your soul. And in the spirit realm, it helps build that spiritual strength, and it keeps the negative entities from being able to enter into your aura, right? Shit. Lower vibrational entities that don't have good intentions, they don't even fuck with me no more. They have in the past. I ain't gonna lie. I've definitely had encounters with some lower vibrational entities that definitely took a toll on me. But now that I pray and I protect myself energetically, like, they don't even, I don't have any issues with that anymore. So that could be just for somebody. Maybe you need to have better energetic boundaries and just make sure that you're protecting yourself, right? So let's get some other last minute guidance before we get a couple runes for you guys. Some final guidance, please and thank you. Burning karma. Yes. Burning off past bad karma, step towards soul freedom, advancing towards your true potential. Oh, I'm telling you, you guys feel it? You guys feel it, right? You feel that pull, that inner fire. It's like burning. It's calling you to something higher. It's calling you to put your faith, your trust into something higher. It's time, baby. It's time. No more waiting around. You're having anxiety because your soul knows it's time, right? Oh, Lord, what was I telling y'all? I seen that wheel. I said, your luck is about to change. We got lucky star. Born with good luck. Things come naturally and effortlessly. More likely to get lucky in life. If you're not experiencing this right now, it's because you're holding on to somebody else's karma. You're in somebody else's energy. You're not in your energy because your energy is lucky. Things come to you effortlessly, especially if it's meant for you. If it's not meant for you, obviously you're going to have a lot more challenges. You're going to be met with a lot more resistance. If it is meant for you, there's still going to be challenges. It's just going to be less resistance around it, right? I told y'all there's a need to have patience. Patience right here, boom. Master the ability to wait. Prepare and take care of the details. Don't act if the timing isn't right. Yeah, this is you knowing when to act. And I was talking about that earlier too. These are just confirmation messages letting you know I ain't just spitting bullshit at you. I'm giving you the truth. This is straight from the source. Okay? And we got culture. It says attachment to self and existence, soul meant to transcend all cultures, deep connection to ancestors. Wow, I got chills coming on right now because that's powerful. You guys are meant to overcome adversity, right? I was talking about this on TikTok and I thought I was going to get like a lot of negativity because you know how when you talk about some real shit, people just always want to attack it. But I was talking about how in culture and just in today's society, we always attack people. Oh, you're not dark enough to be part of this culture, or you don't speak this language, you can't be part of this culture. You know, we always want to outcast somebody or make somebody feel like they're not. Maybe that's also where this isolation is coming from. Maybe for instance, if you're like Hispanic or something, right? But you don't speak Spanish. So like when you encounter other people that are part of the Hispanic culture, they kind of like outcast you because you don't speak that language or something. Like, I don't know, just like things like that can make you feel outcasted or isolated. Like, nobody understands me. I feel like I just don't fit in. But you're meant to transcend this. All adversity and diversity, all of this, you're meant to transcend this and access new levels of consciousness and ascend, okay? And to bring awareness to these people as well. Let them sit blissfully in ignorance. But you, on the other hand, you're meant for something more. Don't let that shit block your blessings or stop you from stepping out, right? So let's see here. That's a lie. I only wanted 3. There we go. Oops. I don't want to mess up my cards. There could be a little bit of perfectionist in this group because I feel like I just want to tweak all of my cards and make them perfect and just align them all. This could be you paying attention to the little details. Like I said, where did it say that? Right here, prepare and take care of the details. Maybe you're attending to the little details or you're needing to attend to the little details and just get everything aligned. Get your energy aligned with what it is that you truly want, right? If you want something, you got to align your energy with it first because the only things that you're going to attract are what your energy is aligned with. Okay, so we got, well, I think they read them from right to left actually, and that's how they, read from right to left for the Viking runes. So we got growth. Beautiful. Growth right over top of culture. Yes. You guys are growing so much through this part of your life. Like you guys are reaching new heights. And look at what the number is on here for the page. 1, 2, 3. Wow. You guys are taking steps in the right direction. Baby steps. You feel me? One brick at a time. There's a card in the Self-Mastery Oracle. It's Archangel Metatron's Self-Mastery Oracle, right? And it talks about, taking that first tangible step into creating something new for yourself. That first brick that you lay is that intention that you put out into the universe. So the universe knows that you're serious. It's like a need to show that you're serious about your growth and about entering into this new stage, right? So we got 1, 2, 3. Let's go to the page real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it says growth, rebirth, birch tree. It says another of the cycle runes, Berkana, represents a form of fertility that fosters growth both symbolically and actually. Oh my God, and what was I talking about? The little plant. Oh my goodness, see, I'm telling you, all of this is very synchronistic. It's funny when that happens. It says, the growth may occur in affairs of the world, family matters, the relationship of the self to the self, or the divine, okay? We've been talking about this. We've been talking about this. I hope y'all been keeping up. A rune that leads to blossoming and ripening. Berkana is concerned with the flow of beings into their new forms. Its action is gentle, penetrating, and pervasive. It says, what is called for here is to consider your issue with care and awareness. First, disperse resistance. Oh my gosh. Yup. First, you got to work through the resistance, right? And then you reach the growth. And the resistance would be whatever you're holding on to from the past that you're not willing to let go, or you're having a hard time letting go of, right? This is where the resistance is. So really sit with yourself and think, what am I holding on to that I'm not ready to let go of, or that I'm having a hard time surrendering and letting go of, right? Call on your angels, ask them to help you. That's the first step, right? I feel like that's a big step. Reconnecting back with your ancestors, your spirit guides, things like this, and calling on them to ask you, or to ask you to help you work through these things. Ask them. They're here for that. Okay? Says, what is called for here is to consider your issue with care and awareness. First disperse resistance, then accomplish the work. For this to happen, your will must be clear and controlled. Your motives correct. Oh my God, I was saying, what is your motive with me? Maybe you need to ask yourself, what are your motives with whatever you're trying to create or work through, or whatever it is? Why are you doing it? Right? Any dark corners should be cleansed. We've been talking about cleansing too. It's so funny. This is all like confirmation, I feel like. It says, this must be carried out diligently and sometimes with expert help. Modesty, patience, fairness, and generosity are called for here. Once resistance is dispersed and rectification carried out and seen to hold firm, then through steadfastness and right attitude, the blossoming can occur. Okay, so y'all just got to work through these last little things. Like I said, you're closer than you think. You're closer than you think. Than you think. Than you think. Hey. Hey. Maybe y'all need to like listen to some high vibe music to just raise the frequency. You feel me? Because I feel like move your body. Let the fresh air come in and cleanse, okay? And the expert help doesn't have to necessarily be an outside source. You can just call on your spirit guides. They're experts at this. This is what they do. The elementals, this is what they do. They're here for this. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, there's like a need to get back in touch with them. And then we got flow. Oh my gosh. Yes. Y'all are doing some big things. More than you're giving yourself credit for at the moment. So 127. And you got these upright, okay? And this one cannot be reversed. So, all upright. It says unseen powers are active here. Powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, the ebb and flow of emotions, careers, and relationships. Laguz encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand. It speaks to the satisfaction of the emotional needs, to the awakening of the intuitive or lunar side of your nature. For while the sun strives for differentiation, I cannot say that word. Why can I not say that? Differentiation. I'm saying this word wrong, but y'all know what I mean, right? I hope. Differentiation. The moon draws us towards union and merging, okay? Union with the self, okay? This rune often signals a time for cleansing, for revaluing, reorganizing, realigning. Oh my goodness, what was I saying? This is just confirmation for you, baby, okay? A rune of deep knowing, it may call you to study spiritual matters and the readiness for self-transformation. Success now lies in the success now lies in contacting your intuitive wisdom and attuning to your own rhythms, okay? Bounce to the beat of my own drum. fuck what everybody else got going on. You do it at your own pace and you do what you want, okay? A rune of the self relating rightly to the self, Lagus, signifies what alchemists call the conjunction or sacred marriage. In fairy tales, it is the end where the hero and the heroine live happily ever after. I love the sound of that. You guys are gonna have your happy ever after, I'm telling you. Let this go so you can experience more of these. Oh, this is beautiful, beautiful final messages. I'm just saying. So let's see here. We're like an hour into. I did not know we was gonna go that long, but you know what? When spirit talks, they talk. So we got 129. We got disruption for the last room. I don't feel like that's a bad thing though. Oh, and it's the next one. Wow. It says disruption. This is giving me Tower card. This is disruption within yourself for a deep transformation, right? It says elemental power. What was I saying? Call on the elements. That's so funny. And it says hail. So it says change, freedom, invention, and liberation are all attributes of this rune. Drawing it indicates a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification with material reality and to experience the world of archetypal mind. The rune of elemental disruption of events that seem to be totally beyond your control, because it is. This is spirit. Hagalaz has only an upright position, and yet it always operates through reversal. When you draw this rune, expect disruption, for it is the great awakener. Although the form of the awakening may vary. Perhaps you will experience a gradual feeling of coming to your senses as though you are emerging from a deep sleep. Then, again, the onset of power may be such as to rip away the fabric of what you previously knew as your reality, your security, your understanding, yourself, your work, your relationships, or beliefs. Disruption takes many forms. A relationship fails, plans go awry, a source of supply dries up, but do not be dismayed. Whether you created the disruption or whether it comes from an outside source, you are not without power in this situation. Your inner strength, the will you have funded until now in your life, provides support and guidance at a time when everything you've taken for granted is being challenged. Another of the cycle runes, the term radical discontinuity, best describes the action of Hagalaz as its most forceful. The more severe and disruption in your life, the more significant and timely the requirements for your growth. The universe and your own soul are demanding that you do indeed grow. Okay, so you can't have growth without growing pains, right? You guys remember when you were growing up, right? All those growing pains you was getting in your hips and your knees. Oh, it was so horrible, but then you grow to new heights, right? And then you can see things from a new perspective because you just grew an inch or whatever. Now you see things at a higher perspective, right? That's the vibe I'm picking up. There could be anxiety around this, but I'm telling you, this is for the best. Allow this shiznit to play out and keep doing the best that you can to take care of yourself and allow yourself to try to take the path of less resistance, right? But yes, these are the messages that I have for you. Don't let your anxiety overrule your drive and your determination. There's some new shit on the horizon and you're closer than you think. All right. I love you guys. If this is where I'm leaving you, I hope you have a great day. If you chose another pile, I'll see you over there. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading. If this resonated with you, definitely feel free to give it a like, maybe even a comment if you feel called. I would definitely appreciate it. It helps out my channel. Just started doing tarot for YouTube. I've been doing this for TikTok for a little while. I've been doing tarot for like the last 3 years plus, but I just recently started taking it a little bit more serious and trying to build a platform for myself. So I would appreciate it And I love you all. I'm sending you guys all love, light, healing, protection, and strength. And I hope you have a great, beautiful, wonderful, lovely day. Okay? Bye. What a good reading. What a good reading. What's up? What's up with the pile two? Welcome, baby. How are you? How are you? Oh, how are you? I'm not a great singer, but I'll sing to you. I'll sing to you. Ooh. So, let's get in it. Pile 2. What are the surrounding energies for pile 2? Please and thank you, Spirit. We ain't wasting no time here. Whoa. Surrounding energies for this message for pile 2. Faith. Oh! Surrender. And we got happiness. I love this. I just love this. Oh, this is beautiful. You guys are about to reach like ultimate bliss. As soon as you surrender whatever it is and you have faith in Source to work their magic in your life, right? Purple just makes me feel like magical, intuition, mysterious, right? I don't know. I just love the color purple. It's literally my favorite color. Oh, right underneath that we got sweetness and it's in reverse. So some of y'all could have lost your faith because maybe you've been going through a lot of things recently, right? And that's why there's a need to surrender. You do not have to hold on to all of these things, right? All of these things. I felt like I stuttered when I just said that, okay? Okay? So, yeah, don't be afraid to surrender. I'm telling you, whatever you're surrendering, you're going to reach a state of bliss and happiness that you have not yet been able to access because you've been holding on to something, right? It's been something that's just in your energetic field that needs to go. It needs to be transcended so you can ascend into the next phase of your life. But yeah, this is you needing to have faith in Source to work their magic in your life and to bring in some new beginnings for you. Allow them to work their magic, okay? So let's see here. What? Ooh. That almost fell on the ground. We got the 9 of Swords. You know, the other pile got the same card, except it was in a different deck. So there seems to be like a theme so far with anxiety and fears kind of clouding our judgment and keeping us from embracing the beauty of life, right? These trials and tribulations, learning the lessons and keeping everything as far as like the love and the lessons that you received from whatever it was, whatever cycle you were in, whatever person you were with, whatever job you were with, whatever hobby you were doing, you know, you keep the love and the lessons and you release everything else. That's the vibe right now. Like there's a need to just gotta let it burn. Okay, the Hermit. Okay, so I feel like this 9 of Swords was kind of a good thing in a sense because it led you to looking within to find some sort of, it's like to have a deeper understanding, right, of what it was that you were experiencing. You guys are really old souls. So I'm picking up Chiron and Scorpio. My Chiron's actually in Scorpio too, so what's poppin'? But Chiron and Scorpio, you can experience nihilism, which is like kind of like losing your faith, right? Not really having anything to believe in. I feel like you went through this, right, in the past, and now you're almost like looking within and seeing what is it that you believe, what resonates with you. And we got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lot of similarities because I did see the Queen of Pentacles when I was doing the last reading too for pile 1. So if you came from pile 1, hey, what's up, baby? Or there, if you were drawn to pile 1, there could be messages for you there. But we got the 5 of Swords in reverse. So some of you guys could be needing to take better care of yourself right now and to really get into that flow state, right? To really just let things go, especially if it's got something to do with self-sabotaging or limiting beliefs, limiting perceptions, things that just aren't resonating with you anymore. People, dialogue, jobs, like that, love, whatever it is. If it's not resonating with you anymore, if it's bringing more pain than it is anything else, there's a need to really just release this. Let it go. I keep hearing you gotta let it burn. When the feelings ain't the same and nobody wants you, but you know, you gotta let it go. Nobody. Stay in a relationship. I think that you should. Okay, I'm done. I don't even know all of the lyrics. Some of them, they just sound really muffled and mumbled together. So don't come for me if I said the wrong things. Okay. Anyways, so can I get a clarifier for the 9 of Swords? 10 of Swords. Ooh. 5 of Swords. Ooh. Yeah, there's a need to really let go of some self-sabotaging and limiting beliefs, anxiety, fears. A lot of these fears are not even real. It feels very real, right? Fear is not real. Danger is real. Okay, fear is not real. Fear is an illusion that we create to keep us stagnant and stuck and in our comfort zone, right? Never stepping out to experience anything new. As soon as you step out, though, and you know what? I have a sweatshirt that's about the same color orange, and it says seek discomfort on it. And this is you needing to seek discomfort right now. That's where you're going to experience the most growth. Do not be afraid to step out. Okay? Soon as you work through this, you let this go, right? That 10 of Swords, you make the decision to release this yourself. It's like you instantly feel this sense of relief. This is the Chariot, yeah. See, there's like this stagnant energy. It's in reverse, right? So there's this stagnancy here about taking this next step forward. And I feel like this whole thing that you're experiencing right now is really part of your journey. Obviously, all of it's part of your journey. Otherwise, you wouldn't experience it, right? But I feel like part of your destiny. Like you're moving in the direction of your soul's calling, right? Like a higher purpose, reaching new heights, new horizons. This was a message in pile 1. I'm telling you, if you were drawn to pile 1, there's messages for you, okay? Because I was kind of picking up the energy with the surrender card. I was like thinking in my head, like, man, group 1 really was getting that message a lot too. Like surrender. So maybe this is like a collective thing that we're all kind of experiencing, including myself, right? Needing to just surrender and have faith that everything is working out for our highest good and that Spirit is not guiding us or leading us to our detriment, even if it feels like it, because we're experiencing all this chaos and maybe negativity and things are leaving our life and it's just really hard, right? It's not going to be forever. 3 of Swords. Pile 1 got the same card. Yeah, there's some real heaviness sitting in your heart that needs to be purged and released in order to experience this sense of bliss, right? There could also need to be a clearing in the sacral chakra where you store your emotions and your trauma, things like this. There's a need to have this release. And I was picking up in group 1, like needing to move your body more. That is a really good way to clear the energy and get the energy flowing in your sacral chakra, like yoga, dancing. I'm really picking up like dancing or just like intuitively moving your body, right? So like if you just feel like you just want to flop around like one of those blow up things outside of like the car dealerships, you know what I mean? Just do it, you know what I mean? It's gonna feel good. Don't give a fuck about who or what somebody else would think. Like, fuck it, do it in the comfort of your own home. If you're not comfortable doing that shit outside, like if you're a free spirit though, shit, take your ass outside, put your feet on the ground and just be crazy with it. Flow and blow with the trees, you know what I mean? Go with the waves if you live by the water, because the sacral chakra is the water chakra. So really being by water and cleansing and just, you know, acting like you're the ocean itself. Like you go with the ebb and the flow. When the tide comes in, you experience that. When it goes back out, you allow it to take all the negativity away with you, right? So when the tide comes in, it's like you receiving this cleansing and this healing, and then when it pulls back out, it takes all that negativity with it, right? So let's get a clarifier for the Hermit, please. Wow, 2 cards flipped right on over. We got the Knight. Oh, so the other one was the Page, and I said the Knight of Swords, but that's okay. We got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So this is you needing to use your intuition and know when you need to take action and when you need to start moving forward. I read the last group that got the Page of Swords as the Knight of Swords, but that's okay because that's how it was meant to be read, I guess. Okay? Maybe they just needed to get some more insight on the next step that they needed to take. But regardless, it was about taking action. And this is kind of the same message. You need to know what to cut out in order for you to move in this next direction, in order for you to take the next action. So this is just like the sky painted, but if you look, it almost looks like her vision is beaming out this like yellow ray, right? And this just is giving me like being super focused, right? Being like hyper focused on something. I will get there no matter what it takes. And I feel like that's kind of like the energy, like you will reach this sense of bliss, happiness, contentment, freedom, almost at any cost. But there's like a need to make sure that you're not hurting yourself or others like while you're doing it, because you know the King or the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords can be somebody who can be very impulsive and kind of like cold. Maybe you do need to have a little bit of that energy, but just like know your limit. You know what I mean? It's like knowing your limit. It's almost like when you go and drink alcohol. Like if you drink too much alcohol, it can be really toxic for you. I mean, alcohol is toxic regardless, but it can be really toxic for you. You can get really fucking sick. You can end up with alcohol poisoning, right? You got to know your limit. It's almost like knowing your limit, like as far as how cold you should be, how detached you should be, and how much action you should take. It's like knowing your limit, knowing when to take that pause. Like I said, going with the ebb and the flow, right? So can I get a clarifier, especially with that being in the Hermit card? Like this is you having that deep understanding and that inner knowing of like your limits, like how far you can go, how far you can push yourself, what you can cut off, what you can like release. This is really like you listening to your internal guidance, right? Can I get a clarifier for the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Whoa. Wow, this is too many cards. Too many cards, Spirit. Try that again. Clarifier for the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Ace of Swords. Love to see that. One more, please. Or I guess 2 more. So we also got, oh, this is 3 more. This is 3 more, Spirit. I just wanted 1 more, please. Oh, shit. We got the 4. This was flipped over. I didn't even notice that. This is the 2 of Swords. So there could be a need for some introspection right now, especially because we got the Hermit card, some introspection into like almost make amends with your shadow self, because I don't know, this, she looks like almost like a lighter version of this version of herself, right? So it's like the shadow and the light, and then with the sword being here, this is like the truth about like your shadow, that understanding. Because our shadow has a lot of wisdom for us too. They bring a lot of messages and insight about like things that we need to heal or work on or release in order to feel more whole. We tend to demonize our shadow a lot, right? But our shadow really is just wanting to be acknowledged and taken care of. With that Queen of Pentacles, it's like needing to nurture the parts of yourself that have been either demonized or like almost like outcasted by yourself. You know what I mean? It's time to like introspect, reflect, and become more clear and decisive with where you're wanting to go and what you need to focus on, right? It's almost like prioritizing. Because we got the Four of Pentacles and we also got the Ace of Swords. So yeah, this is like you needing to be clear with what action you're wanting to take, with the direction that you're wanting to go in, the things that you're wanting to release, right? Needing to take like some sort of decisive action. And if you don't know what that is yet, that means that you need to take that time to reflect, do some introspection, right? And with the Four of Pentacles, I don't want to show too much on here because she's kind of naked, but she's sitting on a tree stump, and I don't know, you could be feeling a little stumped about what it is that you need to let go of, right? Because the Four of Pentacles can talk about restrictions. This can talk about things that we're holding on to, right? We got the Nine of Cups in reverse. So this has definitely got something to do with like your manifestations or the things that you're trying to call into your life right now that are going to bring you a sense of fulfillment and ease, peace, things like this, right? But yeah, there's something that is asking for you to like surrender it, right? It's almost like screaming at you. And if you don't know what that is and you can't hear it right now, it could be the anxiety or the intrusive thoughts. It could be, I'm really picking up like intrusive thoughts or like anxiety, heavy, a lack of sleep maybe even, but there's like a lack of clarity because there's a need to really go within, meditate, figure out what is it that needs to really be let go right now in order for you to have some forward movement in your life, right? Especially if you've been feeling stuck or stagnant in any area, that's a clue, right? That's a clue. If you feel like your finances are kind of stagnant right now, that's a clue. That's where you need to focus your energy. You need to look into that. Why are your finances stagnant? It's funny, I be channeling messages for y'all, but I really be taking these in for myself too, because same. Same. So let's get some additional messages. I'm going to put it back because they didn't flip over. They did want to try to come out. We got totality. These all look like the same person, but just in different clothes. And I feel like this is like all different versions of you, like creating like a bridge to each version of you to create like this sense of like wholeness and peace or like ease. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Never seen that card like that before. Wow, that's a lot of... Yeah, see, there's a need to like reground yourself and like work on your sacral chakra and your root chakra, right? We got new vision. I love this. You're setting your sights higher than you've ever... Like, you guys have really big dreams, right? And in order to achieve these, there's a need to have a new perspective and perception. See, this could have been you at the bottom before. Do you see this? This is a whole person right here. This could have been you before, kind of just weighed down by the heaviness of life, the burdens, the negativity, like cycles, things like this. And then this is you when you're free. You're just like, a whole different person. You move different, you have a different posture. Like, and I was talking about growing pains and stuff. It's like you grew up. I don't know, you can see differently now. Like, that's beautiful. I love that. So we got the source, and I just want to bring to your attention. You see all of these. This got like the orangey reddish color. This has got yellow, orange, and red. So this would be your solar, your sacral, and your root chakra. Okay. So there's like something that needs to be released and cleared within them areas in order for you to experience more bliss, more happiness, and more flow, right? To ignite that fire back inside of you, to be able to really see the beauty in life again, the vibrancy, like just experience life to the fullest. You know what I mean? Really being present in the moment. Being grounded is being present. So there's like a need to really tap into your presence. Like, this is beautiful. So we got patience. Okay, patience while you go through these cycles in your life. Okay, we all got cycles just like the moon does. We got cycles too, especially when we're growing and we're evolving. You see the baby like growing inside of her. This is like all these beautiful ideas. Some of you guys could also be pregnant, but I feel like this is you, like with all of these beautiful ideas that are just waiting to be born. There's just like, you need to have the patience and like just go with the flow, right? Knowing when it's time to like work on releasing things, when it's time to work on bringing things in, when it's time to plant the seeds. You know, like there's certain moons, like the harvest moon and stuff, where it's a good time for you to harvest your crops. And then like, I can't remember what moon it is that's good for you to like plant the seeds, right? But I'm pretty sure it's in like springtime, right? Spring showers bring spring flowers or some shit like that. So, you know, or maybe it's May showers. I don't know. There's something around that, okay? Like knowing when the ground is going to be the most fertile for you to plant these seeds, and then when it's going to be time for you to harvest these seeds, right? But there's like a need to be patient. Things are not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, okay? And then with the awareness, it's like you guys are lifting the veil. Like the veil is becoming way thinner. Your consciousness is rising up. Oh my goodness. And I'm really drawn to the flame, like the blue flame. This could be you needing to get in touch with your throat chakra. Also, just working with the blue ray could be really beneficial for you right now. The blue is linked to like communication, purpose, calmness. I like to link it to the water as well, right? So something about the color blue is going to be a very transformational color for you right now, especially when it comes to tapping more into your purpose and communicating and understanding things. Because communication is more than just talking, right? Communication is also listening, like not just to others, but to yourself. What is your soul calling you to do, right? I did a reading, and in the reading, it was like earlier I did this reading, but it was talking about when I started tapping into the energy, it was that, and I'll rise up. I just keep hearing, and I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Okay, so y'all are rising up above something. You guys are going to start seeing something from a new perspective. And wow, like if you think you've been woke before, like you're accessing a new level of consciousness. You're about to have a break with like some of you, if you work with your spiritual gifts and stuff, you're definitely going to have a more increased sense of like your abilities, your sensitivity, things like that. Can I get some final messages for group 2, please, Spirit? We got Orion. Inner child. Wow, I feel like I was talking about that too just a few minutes ago. So that's funny that literally came out. We got hidden blessings on the bottom of the deck. It says, find the blessings in the struggles, grow and expand beyond the limitations. Yeah, that Four of Pentacles right here. This is you growing and expanding beyond the limitations, the restrictions, right? It says, be grateful for all of life's experiences. This is you seeing the beauty in everything, right? All the trials and tribulations, taking the love and the lessons and releasing everything else. It says, Orion, it says, mostly driven by the mind, here to learn how to love, prone to struggle with relationships. Yes. So if you have been struggling with relationships, it's because this is a karma that you came here to clear, like a lesson that you came here to learn, right? In order for you to learn how to love and connect on a deeper level. That's beautiful. I'm picking up like Mars energy too. So like you guys could have dealt with a lot of conflict. Like it says prone to struggle with the relationship. So you guys could encounter a lot of like people that just create drama or conflict in your life, right? But there's a need for you to transcend all of that into like passion and like empowerment, like something about that. And we got inner child that says healing unresolved childhood scars, childhood trauma holding you back, exploring your childhood wounds. See, there's something hidden with the moon being here. There's something hidden within you about something that happened in your childhood that you're still holding on to that could need to be healed and released in order to tap into more creativity, more abundance, more love. And I feel like working through this is also going... Oh, I just dropped that card. I'm sorry if that just hurt your guys' ears because I just hit the microphone on the coat. Damn, why was that so freaking hard to reach? I feel like once you work through this too, this is going to also create that big break within your intuition, allowing you to see things a little bit more clearly, to feel things more clearly, right? Things won't be so clouded or, yeah, picking up like clouded. We got simplicity. It says minimalism heals the soul. You're not defined by your possessions. Design a simple life. A simple life. So this could be you needing to embrace the simplicity of life, not be so attached to material items, right? Or your possessions, and just really like seeing that what really brings you happiness and peace and fulfillment lies within. You see her have her eyes closed. She ain't even looking at this shit around her. She's just like blissfully in her own energy within, okay? So this is you needing to really go within and see that the things that are around you aren't bringing you happiness, because what you need is within you, right? We got life balance. And it's a ballerina, and I was talking about like dance. Some of you guys could do dance or like be like a ballerina. You felt disconnected from that as of recently or something that needs to be released and worked through. You guys could have, okay, trigger warning, okay? Some of you guys could have experienced like sexual trauma as a child that created this blockage in your sacral chakra, right? And in your root chakra, caused you to feel unsafe. Maybe this was somebody that was close to you. It's okay to feel those things. You got to feel it to heal it, but it's time to let that go, to forgive whatever happened to you so that way you can heal. That little girl within you deserves to feel safe again and to let that go, not to keep that within her, okay? That might have been just for one person, but that just came up and I had to say it. I'm sorry. If that did happen to you, I am so sorry. I experienced the same thing, so I know that energy when it comes up, and I just have to speak on it. But there is a lot of healing that can be done around that, and I'm living, breathing proof. You know what I mean? It don't even really affect me to talk about it anymore because I've done so much healing, and it took a really long time to get to this point. I'm not gonna lie. It took years and years of just like purging and crying when it would come up, and telling myself that I'm safe and grounding myself and just knowing that I'm not in that situation no more. And if you need help with that, like professional help, there are people out here that can help you. Okay? So we got balancing different elements in life, work hard and play hard mentality, achieving it all in perfect balance. Yeah, you guys are literally alchemizing so many things to create this beautiful balance in your life, and to, it's almost like you're doing it with grace, right? Doing this with grace. Okay, so we got, here, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Oh, you guys got the unknown rune. Okay, the blank rune. I love. All right, let's pull out the handy dandy book here because your girl's still learning. So we got the unknowable. So this is on page 142. Y'all got a clean slate, I feel like. Like, you guys have a clean slate to do what you please. So I said 142, right? Yeah, 142. So how do you want to create this next part of your life? It says the divine. It says the unknowable, the divine, Odin, the all father. Blank is the end, blank is the end, blank is the beginning. This is the rune of total trust and should be taken as exciting evidence of your most immediate contact with your own true destiny, which time and again rises like the phoenix from the ashes of what we call fate. Literally. So when I was talking about that, I'll rise up, right? That reading that I did, I was talking about that being like a phoenix moment, right? So there's something connected to that. You guys could definitely go check out that reading. There could be messages for you. Some of you guys could be like going through a divorce or some sort of like really long commitment that you have with somebody or something. Okay? And now you guys are about to be blessed. You guys are phoenixing. You guys are rising up above. You guys are, being reborn again. It says, the appearance of this rune can portend a death, but the death is usually symbolic and may relate to any part of your life as you are living it now. Relinquish control is the ultimate challenge for the spiritual warrior. Ooh, I like that. You don't always have to be in control. Sometimes it's best to just go with the flow. Watch how things pan out for you. The more you hold on and try to control something, the more you suffocate it. Okay? Gotta let things breathe. Here, the unknowable informs you that it is in motion in your life, and the blankness is held undiluted potential. All the same time, both pregnant and empty, this rune comprehends the totality. Oh my gosh, you literally have totality and patience, and it's the pregnant woman right here. That's just very synchronistic right now. It says, totality of being, all that is to be actualized. Drawing the blank rune may bring to the surface our deepest fears. Will I fail? Will I be abandoned? Will it all be taken away? And yet our highest good, our truest possibilities, and all our fertile dreams are held within the blankness. Willingness and permitting are what this rune requires for how can you exercise control over what is not yet in form. The blank rune often calls for no less than act of courage than an empty-handed leap into the void. Drawing it is the direct test of faith. Oh, and you got the faith card right here. Yes, this is like full energy. Like, take that leap of faith. There's a new beginning here for you. Will you take that leap of faith? This is the unknowable represents the path of karma, the sum total of your action and their consequences, the lessons that are yours for this lifetime. And yet this rune teaches that the very depths of our old karma shift and evolve as you shift and evolve. Nothing is predestined. What beckons is the creative power of the unknown. Whether you draw the blank rune, take heart. Know that the work of self-change is progressing in your life. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. And we got defense with 109. So let's go to 109. So it says, avertive powers, defense, and U tree. So it says, as we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockage and defeat. At the same time, we develop in ourselves an aversion to the conduct that creates stress in our lives. If this appears to be an obstacle in your path, consider that even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward, for this is not a time or situation in which you can make your influence felt. Patience is the counsel. Iwaz offers nothing hectic, no acting needy or lusting after a desired outcome. This rune speaks to the difficulties that can arise at the beginning of a new life. Often it announces a time of waiting for a spring to fill up with water, for fruit to ripen on the bow. Listen, we was just talking about that. Oh my goodness, these are like confirmations in the last reading and this one. I love this. It says, perseverance and foresight are called for here. The ability to foresee consequences before you act is a mark of the profound person. Avert anticipated difficulties through right action. And this rune is saying, and yet even more than we are doers, we are deciders. Once the decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless, for then the universe supports and empowers our action. Receiving Iwaz, you are put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. This may well be a trying time. Certainly, it is a meaningful one. So set your house in order, tend to your business, be clear, and wait on the will of heaven. Oh, this is you getting into alignment, baby. You about to have something come in. Ooh, I'm excited for y'all. I can't even contain it. All right, so now we got constraint, okay, with 105. Yeah, y'all need to really like work on releasing, getting your house in order physically and internally, right? Especially with that Hermit card there, getting everything in order internally, aligning yourself with this new life that you're stepping into, having faith that all of this is going to work out. So we got constraint, necessity, and pain. Hold on, wait a minute. This is in the reverse position. It says, as part of the cycle of initiation, Noth is the great teacher disguised as the bringer of pain and limitation. It has been said that only at the moment of the greatest darkness do we become aware of the light within and come to recognize the true creative power of the self. This is that Hermit card energy right there. Ooh. Says, when something within you is disowned, that shadow work, we were talking about that, the disowned parts of the self, that which is disowned says, when something within you is disowned, that which is disowned wreaks havoc. A cleansing is required here. In undertaking it, you fund a will and strengthen character. Begin with what is most difficult and proceed to that which is easy, or conversely, begin with what is easy and proceed to that which is most difficult. It says, either way, remember that suffering in its original sense merely meant undergoing. Thus, you are requiring to undergo the dark side of your passage and bring it to the light, controlling your anger, restraining your impulses, keeping your faith firm. All this is at issue here. Modesty and good temper are essential at such a challenging time. Ooh! Yes, group 2. Yes, this is like confirmation of everything we've been talking about. So, this is where I'm going to leave you here, okay? Sending you guys lots of love, helping you transmute all of this heavy energy into love, okay? Life force energy. Allow this to carry you along your path and empower you, okay? Be the empowered empath. Don't just absorb all this and let it drag you down. Let it empower you and build you up, okay? You got so much beautiful energy just waiting for you to just come and take ownership, okay? Accept those disowned parts, the parts of yourself that have been outcasted, okay? And just learn how to create that balance. Life is all about balance. It's not about living in the extreme high or the extreme low. It's about having that perfect balance, okay? But this is where, if this is where I'm leaving you, I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, okay? If you chose another pile, I'll see you over there. Otherwise, I hope to see you in my next reading. If this resonated with you, go ahead and give it a like. Drop a comment if you feel called to do so. Make sure you subscribe if you like the vibe. And I will hopefully see you again. Bye. These readings are just, on point right now. On point. I almost feel like I'm high right now because I've been channeling for almost 2 hours now and no break. And sometimes when you just tap into this type of energy, it just, you get so high. Fuck around and never come down. Just kidding, you do come down from it. Shortly after you're done channeling. You're like, holy fuck, I'm tired. All right. All righty then. All right. Group 3, welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing fucking fantastic. Your girl is on a roll right now and I'm feeling the flow. Okay, so let's get in and let's go. What's happening with our group 3s? What is the surrounding energy of this message? Spirit, please and thank you. Surrounding energy for group 3. It said psych. It was gonna flip over. Creativity and reflection. Ooh, and we got hunger on the bottom of the deck. Where is your soul? Like, seeking more. What are you needing to fill, right? To experience more creativity, it's time to take some deep introspection, some reflection, some time to dive deep. And oh my gosh, some of y'all could have like this like purpley kind of aura, right? These colors kind of go together. Ooh, I like that. Purple is the color of like royalty. I swear to God, it almost looked like there was like a shadow on the table moving when my hands were right here. And they were just sitting here like this. And it was like, ooh, that kind of tripped me out for a second. Some of y'all could be tapping into some spiritual abilities. Maybe you're clairvoyant. I'm clairvoyant. What's poppin'? I'm actually pretty gifted in all the clairs. So, you know, it gets crazy over here sometimes, but it feels good. I like it. I enjoy it. This is where I thrive. This is where my heart's at. I have like a 9-to-5 job as well, but this is the type of work that I'd rather be doing every day. I don't know why I just told you guys that. Maybe you guys are doing something else, but there's somewhere else that your heart lies, right? Something that's creative, that you can like express yourself in a different type of way, right? And you just feel free. You just feel like it's me. Like, obviously not me, but like you. You just feel like it's you. Right? Like, this is just me. This is where my heart lies. This is what I want to do. This is, yeah, maybe there's some reflection about what it is that really lights you up inside. Group 3. Ooh, we got the 8 of Swords. What is holding you back? Do you have any fears, any insecurities, doubts, right? All of it is just in your head. Even though it feels really real and it can feel very painful, right? Being in this like 8 of Swords energy, almost feeling stuck or stagnant. I'm hearing like analysis paralysis, like you overanalyze and you don't take no action because it's like then the anxiety starts to set in, even though your soul is craving something more. With that hunger card, it's like this, I'm hearing like a what is that called? Never ending pit, right? You just have this like never ending pit within you that can just, it just needs more. It needs more. You guys could also be linked to like number 7. I always think of like number 7s as like people that just dive deep and I don't know. I'm just picking up number 7 right now. I can't even describe the feeling. Some of you guys could be having feelings and like experiencing things that you just can't even put into words right now. There's like no words for it, but there's like this like need to just keep learning, keep experiencing, just keep keeping, keep keeping. Okay, like I don't know. That's kind of the vibe. Okay, so we got 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe there's a need to prioritize. Maybe you're managing 2 different things or too many things at once. And maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed or like there's too much on your plate right now. You need to prioritize what is more important to you. We got the Page of Cups in reverse. Interesting. There's like a project or something that's still kind of in the beginning stages, right? That maybe needs a little bit more attention. 8 of Cups. Sorry, I did not mean to hit the microphone. 8 of Cups. So there's something that you need to walk away from to maybe pursue something else. Something that's still kind of new and fresh, right? But your intuition is kind of like leading you to this. Because this 8 of Cups looks like it's moving towards the Page of Cups. Like it's like she's like swimming down into the Page of Cups, right? I love this deck. I don't know why I don't use it more. She's been calling my name lately, though. There's a little fruit fly over here. Boy, get out of here! But yeah, there's like something within your soul or your intuition that's calling you to dive deeper into this, to walk away from something else that's been keeping you feeling trapped or stuck, right? This could be like a job. I'm picking up like a job or maybe even a relationship where you're not allowed to really be yourself or express yourself. But yeah, there's like a need to dive deep and to see things from a new set of eyes. I'm hearing like from the eyes of like a child, right? You know how children are just like really creative and imaginative and they just got all this like energy, man. Oh, I miss being a kid sometimes. I'm a big ass little kid though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I definitely am very in tune with my inner child myself. So maybe there's just a need to like get back in touch with that part of yourself. There's something that's keeping you restricted, though, is what I'm feeling, that you need to walk away from in order to pursue something that your soul is really urging you to do, something that allows you to express your creativity and that brings you a sense of fulfillment, right? Can I get clarified for the 8 of Swords, Spirit? The Star in reverse. So maybe this is a dream that you, like, sorry, I had to make sure that they had clothes on before I started showing this all up in the camera. This is like a dream that you kind of put to the side, right? Maybe you didn't see how like this could bring you, maybe you need financial security, right? Because we all need financial security. We live on the fucking physical plane, right? We live in the 3D. We need money to survive here, at least be comfortable, you know what I mean? So maybe you're somebody who's got bills or you got children or something. You can't just be like, fuck my responsibilities and just go chase your dreams and live on a prayer, you know what I mean? Just hope everything works out. Some people can do that and it does work for them. But maybe you're somebody who needs a little bit more stability or security in your life, right? So you kind of put your dreams on the back burner, and this is a time for you to come back to that. Reevaluate, take a new path, see how you can get there, because whatever it is that you've been doing has had you feeling real stagnant. You've been feeling real stuck, and your soul is craving more, okay? So I want to get one more. Wow, that flew right on out. This is the Death card. Yeah, so something, you need to walk away from something. Something needs to come to an end. It's time to transform and transcend, okay? This Death card is creepy as fuck. Like, boy, why are you looking at me like that? There could be something within your shadow that needs to be worked through, like maybe some fears, especially with the Eight of Swords there. Like, what causes you to feel fearful? What is keeping you in this, like, I'm almost picking up like Five of Pentacles, right? This lack or loss mindset. Like, I can only have one thing. I can't have both. It's like, you can't have it all. You can. You gotta shift your mindset. There's like a need to like transcend something within yourself. You could be also going through a major transformation right now. There's a need to not lose hope. Don't put your vision, your dreams on the back burner right now. It's time to like reflect and reevaluate these things. How can I get to this? Like, you can work this job, right? But have that in mind as like the goal. Like, this is where I'm working towards. You can even start this on the side, right? Your dream started on the side. I feel like this will eventually turn into your full-time thing, right? I'm picking it up. Some of y'all are meant to do something within the creative field, or like with your psychic abilities, your spiritual abilities. There's something around that. So let's get a clarifier for this Page of Cups in reverse, please, and thank you, Spirit. Well, that's kind of a lot, but I guess we'll take it. Wow, Eight of Cups in reverse. Wow. Look at this. She walking away from something. This is giving me like a Hermit card energy. I don't know if that's what this is, but that's the vibe that I'm picking up from this, is the Hermit card. She's deciding to walk away from something and like to go inward and figure out what it is that she really wants. What is her heart desire, right? With the cups, this is talking about our emotions, which can be linked to our heart center. What does your heart desire? We got the Six of Wands in reverse. You guys are not getting the recognition that you deserve in whatever you're doing. And that can be causing you to feel really just burnt out with whatever it is. Like, I'm not being appreciated here. Your soul is desiring for you to be more appreciated, to like receive the recognition that you deserve. You work hard, okay? You work really hard. So you deserve to have that recognition. And if somebody's not giving that to you, and if you look at that, she's looking in a reflection in the pond, right? So, like, this is you taking a deep look at yourself, and I feel like looking at your worth. Like, what do you feel like you're worth? A lot of times when we settle for something that is not giving us what we know we are deserving of, it's usually got something to do with our self-esteem or our self-worth, right? That's the reason why we continue to stay with it, is because of our self-esteem or our self-worth, right? All right, let's see. The Eight of Cups, please, and thank you, Spirit. Clarifier for the Eight of Cups. Wow. We got Judgment with the Five of Wands. Yeah, there's a conflict within you because you have this inner calling for this higher purpose, or this, you know, you got a higher purpose, and there's like a deeper, this has been like kind of a theme with the collective so far, right? This is that Knight of Cups right here. Taking that loving action, right? With the seahorse. I love seahorses, man. I need to look up the symbolism to seahorses, but I feel like this has got something to do with like family, nurturing, compassionate, right? I'm pretty sure seahorses are very family oriented. They kind of travel in a pack, right? So this is you moving towards your soul tribe, your community. Maybe you're meant to create a community, right? You're meant to share like your gifts. You see how she got that cup just up? She like ready to just give it away. But not like give it away like, oh, I'm gonna give everything out of my cup and leave myself with nothing. Like, she just got so much, she's ready to give the overflow to anybody who's willing and open to receiving it, right? So this is you moving towards people that are on the same frequency as you and that also have an overflow, or that are working on themselves, right? You guys could be healers. I'm picking that up. But with this judgment in the Five of Wands, there's like conflict within you about walking away from something, especially because we got the Eight of Cups upright, right? And then we got it in reverse. So it's like, I want to walk away, but I can't. I feel kind of stuck. I don't know how to walk away from this. What if this isn't successful? I can't just fucking say fuck this and all my responsibilities. Like I was saying before, like, you guys have responsibilities, I feel like, that you have to take care of, right? So at the end of the day, it's like, yes, my soul's calling me to do this, but I need the opportunity to present itself. And I feel like you're meant to create the opportunity. If there's no opportunities open for you, it's because you're willing. It's because you need to be willing to create that opportunity for yourself. Do what it takes in order to pave that path for yourself, right? With this lady, like, standing here looking at the dude from a distance, almost looking like she's ready to pounce, right? This could be you kind of like waiting for the right moment, like kind of watching from a distance, like, I don't know, when is the time gonna be right? I'm looking at this dude as like the opportunity, right? And this is like you waiting for that opportunity, like the right time to just leap into this opportunity. But your soul's been calling you to do something, right? To expand, to grow. Like I said, this hunger within you it's a never-ending pit until you decide to follow what your soul is urging you to do, which is create something in this life. If you don't know what this is, that could be a sign that you need to reflect and figure out what it is that you're really desiring, what your heart is desiring, right? Because there's something inside of you that just doesn't feel complete. Like, no matter what you try to fill it with, right? You could be trying to use substances or people or working yourself dry, working your fingers to the bone, and you're just not feeling fulfilled. You're not feeling happy. This is your soul telling you there's something more. I need more. And it's whatever this is that your soul is calling you to do. You have something within you that I feel like is going to allow you to express your gifts or your creativity, your talents, right? That's what your soul is like yearning for. Even if you just do it on the side, you don't have to just jump and quit your job and just try to pursue this full time. You can do it on the side. I feel like this is going to turn into something that is like a full-time thing. You guys could be being a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe you guys are discouraged by competition, right? Maybe what you're wanting to do or what your soul's calling you to do, there's a lot of people doing it. It's a competitive field. You have what it takes, okay? And you are going to stand out from the crowd. This is your calling too. Just like it's everybody else's. Everybody got their own touch. You know why there's so many tarot readers and healers and stuff? Because I'm not going to resonate with everybody. Everybody's not going to resonate with me, right? So if I meet a healer and I'm not vibing with her vibe, or I'm not liking the way that she's touching me or whatever, or she's not touching me, however, and I'm saying she because, I mean, my healers have been women so far, except for one man. I've had one man, and he was a shaman. I loved him. He was great. All of the healers that I've went to have been great. They all got their own techniques, you know what I mean? Some of them do distance Reiki, where it's like they don't physically put their hands on you. And then I've had some that do all touch. I like all of it. Like, but for some people, the touch could be uncomfortable to them, right? Maybe they got trauma that they need to work through. Maybe they feel uncomfortable with physical touch from other people. So it's like there's so many of us because there's going to be people that are going to resonate with us and there's going to be people that don't. And it's okay. Don't get discouraged by the people that don't resonate with you, because you're going to attract people that do resonate with you and that love your work, and they're going to be super drawn to your energy. These people, like, you're going to attract your soul tribe, okay? Don't get discouraged. These are going to be some additional messages. Okay, so let's get some additional messages, please and thank you. Intensity. Some of you guys could be feeling like, wow, this is moving really fast. This pull is like really intense right now. Like you cannot ignore it. There's no ignoring it, right? Especially with the judgment there. That's Archangel Gabriel energy. He's the messenger for God. So like God is calling you, right? They said it's time. It's time. Wow. So we got postponement, conditioning, and the rebel. So some of you guys could be postponing taking action on whatever this is because of some sort of conditioning or programming that you have within you. Some of you could be a lion trying to blend in with a bunch of sheep, right? And you're like, man, I just feel like I stick out like a sore thumb, because you do, because you're meant to, you know what I mean? In a good way though, not in a negative way. Like you're meant to be the leader and not just part of the herd, you know what I mean? You're meant to show people the way. So you're trying to blend in with a bunch of sheep, and you're meant to empower people, right? Instead of just dim yourself down. Like you could be dimming yourself because of other people around you, your family, something. Maybe your family told you you need to blend in more, or you need to act more like, if you got siblings or cousins, right? You need to act more like your sister, or you need to act more like your cousin, you know? So you just like always been used to kind of like dimming yourself down, conditioning yourself to be a certain way. Oh my God. No, Mom. I hope you guys can still hear me. Ah! Fuck, my mom is calling, you guys. So I'm going to have to finish up your guys' reading. I'm so sad. I don't want to stop the reading. If she calls again, I will. Okay? But anyways, you guys are meant to stand out, okay? You guys are here to break some sort of whatever that was, like ancestral karma or whatever. Like maybe your family wants you to follow a certain path and you're like, but I don't want to do that. Like maybe they want you to be like a businesswoman or a lawyer or something, or a businessman. I just keep saying woman, I'm sorry. Maybe they want you to be like a businesswoman or a businessman, and you're like, but I want to do music, right? Like this is your soul telling you to do that. You're going to be successful, right? It could be a very competitive field. Oh, fuck. It could be a very competitive field, right? And you could be postponing this because there's some conditioning that you need to work through, okay? All right, I'm going to have to come back and finish your guys' reading. I am so sorry. I have to drop my car off, and I also need to call my mom back real quick. So I will be back, okay? So check me out for the part 2 if this is your reading. And again, I am so sorry. I had a feeling that was going to happen, but I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure to check me out for part 2 if you want to hear the rest of your message, okay? Love you guys.